content. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Avipsha. This one is about the books that I plan to read, which I will probably not follow through, but I like making plans. So yes, the list is endless, but for this month, and actually not just for June, because we've already reached like 17th June, and it makes no sense to have a list of 8 books to read before the month ends. It is not going to happen. Hence, this is a TBR for June, July, August, and probably even September. Who knows? This is just a list of books that I want to read in the coming 300 or 30 days. Who knows?
Nobody knows. Nobody cares. It is what it is.
So, the first book on the TBR list is Tipping the Velvet by Sarah Waters. This book was gifted to be me on my birthday by my brother, my bro, my bestie, and I was going through a Sarah Waters phase then. I had just read I had just read The Paying Guests, and I was obsessed with her writing. So I screamed a lot about this one, and he got it for me. But since then, I have read just this much. I know it is embarrassing, but I didn't DNF it at all. I instead actually got scared that this will be finished, that this will end too soon, and because I was so scared of it ending, I abandoned it. I'm like one of those toxic memes where they tell you,
oh, you're scared of being abandoned in a relationship? How about you leave them first?
I did that with a book. That's upsetting. So I intend to finish it because she did not deserve this treatment. The next book on the list is just a Christie book, Murder in Mesopotamia. The 2 reasons why I picked this up is, one, me and my other best friend Avipsha, we are doing an Agatha Christie readathon thing throughout the year, in which we are trying to read one Christie book each month, and I'm already behind like 2 months.
So I'm supposed to have 6 books, but I've read only 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm behind by 2 books.
And this one I'm hoping will take another step towards bridging that gap. And I also want to read this because, sad as it is, murder mysteries are my go-to books when I want to get into a book and not think about anything else at all. That's why I'm picking this up. All I know about this is that there's a murder in Mesopotamia. There's an archaeological dig. I don't know. Someone's going to get murdered. That is all. I'm just gonna read it and find out. Third book that I'm picking up after that is Nevermore, and it's a middle grade. Look at that. It's so pure. It's beautiful. By Jessica Townsend, the most disgustingly British name ever. My sister actually bought this from the book fair, I think, because she liked the blurb and I liked the cover art. It glows. Look. Whoa. Hence, I bought this for her. She wanted it. But neither of us have picked it up since then, because we are just so bad at reading books which already exist in our shelves. A lot of booktubers have been talking about it, and I think I need a fantasy in my life. Nevermore is about this girl who is cursed, I believe. She's blamed for all the bad luck. That is so sad. She's also destined to die, which is not fun, on her 11th birthday. I'm going to read it. This is going to take me very less time. It's going to get me in a good, cozy fantasy vibe, which I have been missing recently since I read Beowulf Hidden Lands. The other books I don't have physical copies of, so I will read out of my laptop because I don't write stuff down anymore apparently, other than in my journal. That is nonsense. But anyway, the next book that I have on my TBR is Last Night at the Telegraph Club. And I've already read about half of it. Not half, 3/4.
There's no need to get into mathematics.
I have read 200 or 500 pages. That makes sense. And so far, I'm actually very surprised because I went into it thinking that this was about grown-up people, because it's a lesbian bar, it's a club where people go to see performances by male impersonators. The male impersonator comes back. I will talk about that in a while. But yes, so I thought that that was going to be the case, but it's not. This is about a girl in Chinatown who is a teenager, who is just about 17, 18, and she's figuring her life out. She came across this novel about two women who not fall in love necessarily, but it's a smutty book. It's smart. She's reading smart, and it's understandable. That's how you figure out your sexuality. That's not true. That's not true. Do not listen to me. I am not the authority on this. But yes. She is kind of falling for her best friend slowly, and it is very beautiful to read about. But what I'm also liking is that it is very historically situated. Just after the Second World War and 1950s, things are difficult, especially for Chinese immigrants. We see a lot of struggles which her father and mother are going through at the moment. Voice break. Yes, intersectional feminism, we love to see, we appreciate. Third book on my list is called The House on the Cerulean Sea. I'm worried because I've only heard good things about this book. It is apparently low fantasy, high fantasy, I'm not sure. It is a fantasy book about children with superpowers. And this man who is doing a survey or trying to gauge the way these children are taken care of, especially the children who are a bit differently powerful, if that makes sense. And he is supposed to visit this house, and I don't know what happens. I really don't know, but I am very excited because all booktubers that I have heard talk about this book were very enthusiastic about not just the fantasy plot, but also a surprise little queer twist which is there in the plot. But it's apparently also very low-key and subtle. However, the fear that I have is I don't really vibe with other TJ Klune books. I tried reading Wolf Song and didn't really. I didn't vibe with it because I think because of the vast age gap between the two protagonists. That sounds hypocritical, but because I do like a good vampire story, but I don't know, just something about one person watching the other person grow up and then later court them, my god. Anyway, so yes, I think that just didn't sit well with me, which is why I'm a bit worried about how much I like it and what I'll feel about it, but I will read it sometime in probably August. Next book on this list is, and I'm anticipating it, I am really looking forward to reading it, is called The Wicked Cometh by Laura Carlin. This is based in 1830s England, and I'm told that it is about sapphic detectives. It is a mystery, that is for sure. I heard the words mystery, lesbian, old London, the city, urban mystery / gothic horror. I was into it. I didn't ask questions. I don't ask questions. I'm a simple person. I hear these words, I pick up the book. That's what I did. So I'm excited to read this. Finally, the last book on this TBR list is called The Bombay Prince. It is by Sujata Mase, and I am a fan of Sujata Mase. I like her books. There are mixed reviews, there are mixed feelings about the Parveen Mystery series and I agree with this because in a lot of the books, the titular object or the titular thing is not really mentioned a lot. With the Satapur Moonstone, the Moonstone was hardly a part of the story, and I get that. I get the critique, but I like these books for Parveen Mystery and her character development, which is why it works out so well for me, because a lot of the books actually focus on developing her personal story as well, which I can understand. If it's not your thing, you wouldn't like it, but it is mine because she is the first woman lawyer in India. Her character is actually based off of Cornelia Sorabji, who was the first female Indian attorney, and it is fascinating to read about her journey, Parveen's journey as a lawyer in the world of law dominated by men, while she's also solving mysteries, being a badass in general. And it also gives you little insights into British India, and I'm also learning about Parsi culture and lifestyle. So it's a win-win situation. She also has a lesbian best friend. Her best friend is queer. Characters are also adorable. Like, it's a cast that you grow to like. And after I have diverted and digressed, I don't know where, I will come back to the book which is actually on the list. It's The Bombay Prince, the third book of 4. I think the fourth one's coming soon. And yes, that is it. I have a list of 7 books in total for like 2.5 months. I think that's doable. I don't think that's very difficult to achieve. That is it. A lot awaits. Seize the day. Drink water. Have fun or not, up to you. Just I will stop talking now.